What's up guys, Bomboy52 here, and welcome to another video on the Road to Raid series. Now obviously this time I'm ex-hardcore Iron Man, so I'm just a normal Iron Man, and I'm actually fairly okay with that. There's still quite a lot to aim for this account, and actually surprisingly on the Iron Man front, I'm around the 4k in the ranks. I thought there would be like 30,000 Iron Men with higher ranks than me, but I'm quite happy with being 4,000 at this point. But there you go, you can see 82 farming coming in the background, and this week is obviously a large week of skilling. I was kind of preparing to get the house made, and so I was waiting for logs to come in from MTK, and then also I had to convert lots of the teak logs that I'd already got and stuff like that, so I did quite a lot of that. But we got a few cheeky total levels in the meantime, so there's 77 wood cutting as well. And the main things we wanted to get to is 83 farming and 83 herb lore, and as you'll see in this video, I do actually manage to get both of those. So this clip right here is me getting 79 herb lore, and at this point I honestly didn't think that I would make it to 83 herb lore. Basically I thought I would really struggle to get to 82 with the herbs that I'd already accrued, and therefore I'd have to mess around with the stews to get the boost. Luckily we did actually manage to make it to 83 with the farming that we were doing as well. Here's 77 fishing, again still working towards that 96 fishing total, and I'm always going to need food and it'll give me cooking XP. And this one's obviously going to be 80 herb lore rolling in just here. And next we've got 81. So collecting these Mort fungus was actually really quick. I know people have said it was quick, but it's something I've put off for a long time, and it's actually really fast herb lore XP. So farming your Aventoes and then getting Mort fungus, and then eventually getting these stamina potions, well, these Amulet crystals to make them into stamina potions is fantastic XP here. So yeah, 81 came in, and I could now make Saradome and brews without having to actually boost, which is fantastic news because I'm going to be making loads for the new herb lore XP, as you can see there. So this is me getting to 82 herb lore with the brews that I've got, and obviously I need to collect more and farm loads more toad flax to use the nest that I'd already got. But yeah, so we're obviously close. This means now that I can actually boost to make the final pool, if I wanted to do it from this point, but I really wanted to make life easier and get to 83. Now here's a clue scroll, and I had to go into the wildy for it. I nearly dropped it. I kind of forgot that I wasn't hardcore anymore, so I nearly dropped this clue, but I'm a little bit glad I didn't. And it did have me running through the wildy for a couple of the clues. One was at the Rogue's Castle, which obviously I would never have gone to before, and the other was near the Chaos Altar. So yeah, that was an interesting little one. Had to avoid a few players there. But here you can see I've got the Bandos Bracers and the Holy Blessing. The Holy Blessing is actually unique. The Bandos Bracers is another dupe, and I could really do with like a blessed Ehide body. That would really make a difference now, but they're still not coming. But that's okay. So here now we're farming again, and basically I only ever pick up my watermelons when I need to make new ultra compost, or if I'm really close to a level and I don't really feel like waiting. So yeah, this is why I'm here picking these watermelons as well. They are really quite good XP, but they take a lot longer to do a single farm run, so I don't do them every farm run, if you see what I mean. There we go, so that's 83 farming coming in. So now we've got 82 herb lore, 83 farming. All we need is the 83 construction, and we can actually completely do the house up as we want. But at this point we've still got about 3 more days to wait until all the logs come in from MTK, so I can just skill, and I can focus on farming herbs and then trying to get my herb lore to 83 so that I can make life as easy as possible, basically. So here we are, and I've been collecting some blue dragon scales in a desperate attempt to get the final 70k XP here, and there it is, 83 herb lore rolling through. So now I can boost to make anti-venoms. That's very nice. They're not particularly useful for anything in game, but they do allow me to make the highest tier of pool in the house so that I can fully reheal, spec, everything. You know, the house is the ultimate hub, and it makes the game so much faster, so much easier and more efficient. And I so hope they don't nerf pools. Like, what's the point? I'll just get Desert Elites done if they do that, you know. It's not that hard. It might be a tiny bit slower, but it will still be the best method. Just leave the pools alone, honestly, at this point. The issue really is the distance from the teleports that the bosses actually are. There's not much you can do about that, and we want to play a game quickly. You know, we've spent, well, me personally on this account, this is now 9 months in. You know, there's 9 months of well over 1,500 hours gone into this. You know, why can't I just teleport to my house, get recovered, and then teleport back to the boss? I've worked hard for it, and I think every player that's got to that point deserves that. So I don't really see a problem, but that's just me. So here we are. I didn't go and show you all the levels, because obviously to go from 67 to 83 is like, what, 15 levels, 16 levels. It's just pointless, and it's this exact same spot doing the exact same thing for each and every one. But this is the last inventory that we've got coming up for 83 construction, and the Demon Butler has been amazingly fantastic and helpful, but he has spent a lot of my money. You can see the cash stack there. I've had to actually alch more. I alched about another 3 or 4 mil worth of stuff to carry on doing this. It's been a very expensive process, and yeah, my bank, the value of the bank has plummeted. Like, whoa, I don't know, like 35 mil maybe, because I spent at least 10 mil on the planks. It was about 11 mil really on the planks, and then there was at least 1.5 mil paying the butler to do that, and then there's been another 1.5 mil to pay him to bring me the planks, and then I've had to put a Pharaoh Scepter. There's 83 construction, by the way, you just saw. I needed a Pharaoh Scepter, I needed all the gold leaves, the marble, and I went a bit overboard. I'll show you at the end of the video, but I have kind of like tried to make my house nice, you know. I didn't want to leave it bland. Now, this is just a little cheeky clip thrown in, because obviously I was kind of gathering stuff in the meantime. And this is, obviously I was doing fairly badly here, but this is one of the better Tears of Guthix games I've had, with 137 points or near enough. 136. But yeah, it was very good. I tend to always get over 100. I don't really struggle like other people do, but there you go. You can see it got me 66 rune crafting, and my total level is 1932 at this point. So that means it's only 7 total levels behind my main. In a week I've come up, you know, 32 levels or something. It's caught up dramatically. It's amazing. So yeah, this account is better than my main. Now here I am at Pyramid Plunder, and I'm desperately trying to get a second Pharaoh Scepter. I'm unwilling to use the first one. No matter how tempted I was, look, because I was tempted, I can promise you that. In the grind to get the scepter, I gained just shy of 1.7 million XP, and that's in this one session. I did actually try again beforehand when I was trying to get to 85 thieving, well, to 80 thieving, so that I could pickpocket the elves for the Western Elite Diaries. I did all of that thieving here as well, and so, you know, God knows how much XP it must have been, probably about 2.3, something like that in total, 2.3 mil, and that's how long it took me to see my second scepter. So you know, it paid off, and I'm going to need these levels. So here's 86 thieving, and yeah, that is working out well for me, because I'm going to need 91 for one of the diaries, I believe. But here we are, we got the scepter. This is close to 87, as you can see in the top of the screen. Well, I say close, 1/3 of the way. But that is our Pharaoh Scepter there, and that will obviously be being thrown into our occult altar. And it took me 3 days to do this. I've been busy, and this is why the video's late, by the way. I should apologise for that, but I've been pretty busy. It's been family stuff, birthdays, you know, all kinds of things. And this did take about 3 days of grind. So I thought that I could get it done on Saturday. I finished the house on a Saturday morning, basically, and I took all of Saturday to try and get the Pharaoh Scepter. And then I thought, you know, I could make the video tonight, kind of incomplete, or I can wait till Monday or Sunday, whenever, and then start getting it. So the fact of the matter is that I got the scepter on the Monday, and was unfortunately too busy to make the video on Monday, so I am making it now. And there you go. So you can see I'm just boosting up to finish off the final thing, and the house is already fairly complete. But I will come back and just give you a quick run through. So there we go, nice easy boost. So to finish the video off, I thought I would give you a quick tour of the house, because I'm quite proud of it. You know, this was quite a few months of preparation and work and planning that went into this, although it all came together within this last week. you know, I've been paying for the MTK thing for something like 11 weeks or whatever to get the total logs. I did also have to supplement it with my own logs to rush this week, so I did a bit of wood chopping, and that's why I got some total levels in wood cutting. But yeah, so all this planning came down to this house, and I spent quite a lot of time kind of just running around looking at what I could build and then getting all the stuff for it. So we'll start with the pet menagerie. I've got the little grassland themes here. I quite like the greenery compared to like having the desert or something, or the lava really. I think this fits in a bit better, but the grasslands kind of rug looks weird. But it's kind of nice having your pets roam around, and every now and then your cat attacks the scratching post. I don't really know what the arena is about, but I'm guessing you can put 2 pets in and they like duke it out. I don't know if I'll be doing that. This altar is effectively useless now. I might take it out. I'm not sure. I might delete the whole building entirely, that bit. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, we've got our fairy ring here. You know, I should get my construction up a bit more so that I can combine these two, but that will be done in time. I am still collecting teak logs, but it's only with half my workers now. So that will take quite a lot longer, as it doesn't matter so much. But it does bother me that there's 2 gardens there. However nice it looks. I splashed out a bit to put the trees in. They weren't too expensive, and I've got some nice benches and the Zen theme. And one thing I noticed, these topiary bushes, you can actually clip these with a pair of secateurs and turn them into different bosses that you've fought. So this one I turned into Vorkath. That's a little treat for next week, by the way. And then the one down here, I turned into Calphite Queen. I quite like Calphite Queen. It's got nice shapes, you know what I mean? It stands out. So that looks good. And then we've got our fairy ring there. And yeah, so the standard portals I've got on this side, I might make that into a 3rd portal room down here, as the glory is obviously no longer needed. I've got my lectern here, which is always useful. And then we've got our adventure log, quest list, our Kraken display, which sadly I've got 3 Kraken jars and no other jars. I would like to get a different boss in there, but that does look cool. I do really like that. Got our cape rack, our altar of the occult, which you've just seen me build, and the ornate jewelry box, which is completely filled, which is lovely. So yeah, this house is the ultimate hub right now. It's perfect for what I need. And I've really been enjoying it already. It's helped with a lot of bosses, and unfortunately now I am at a point where I have to do PVM grinds. So yeah, anyway, now that you've seen the house, that's it for this week. I've got a load more clips already saved up from these last couple of days as well. So next video will be coming out on Sunday again next week. No worries about that. But yeah, from me guys, that's it this week. Have a good one. Take it easy. Peace.